Hi everyone, I'm here today with the Sky Viper m200 nano drone. So basically you can fly it indoors, it can also fly outside. I already charged the battery, so we should have a battery ready to go for today. Here about the body, so it has good detail. It says m200 right here on the side. It has green propellers on the front, had black propellers on the back. On and off switch here in the back. It has the battery right here on the bottom, and you cannot remove the battery on this one. It's a little nano. You can just kind of see more or less how small it is. So that was my intention with it, was to have something to be able to fly here in the house. Okay, so what I would like to do today is remove the contents of the box, just show what's in the box, and then fly it around here. Alright, so it's a simple setup in the box. You have your transmitter here, you have a set of extra propellers, and you have the charging cable. And the quad was on there like that. I took it out so I could go ahead and charge it before the review. Also, we have good set of instructions here. Okay, so the instructions have a couple of useful things. Right here shows how to charge. So if you don't know how to charge it, the way you do it is you take this side of the cable, which is the USB side, and you plug it into a wall with an adapter or into the computer, and then this other side plugs into the quadcopter here in the back, and you just plug that in. The way you know it's charging is because the LED is going to be red, and then once it's done charging, the LED is going to turn green, and that's in here in this part. And so that's how you charge it, and it takes about an hour, give or take. Other useful things here, it uses 3 AAA batteries, the transmitter does, and it just goes over all the buttons and what the buttons do. It has a nice diagram here for each button, trim buttons, power button, the stunt button, and we'll go over that on the remote as well. And then one thing that I do like is this it explains how to trim it. So it's a fairly straightforward procedure, but if you're not used to it, it's nice to have this to refer to. So it also has that, explains how to trim. So that's cool. So it's good instructions, good plain English, no problems with that. I already said that it comes with a spare set of propellers. So here they are. It's a full set. So that's good. The propellers just pop on and off. Just a note here on these motors. The smaller, these are brushed motors, and the smaller you go with brushed motors, the less life you're going to have, life of the motor. So these motors tend to burn fairly quickly, just depending on how much you fly it, but this is not a long-lasting motor. Just a couple of downsides that I'm noticing right now. One is you cannot remove the battery, so you can only use the battery that's applied to you. It would be a hassle to try to take that battery out. So you can fly, you fly for about 5 minutes, you charge it for an hour, so that can get kind of annoying. And then also the remote is just so small. It's another small remote. They make the transmitter, they make them so small, and that's also a little bit annoying. So I have the remote here. So this bigger remote is to the Sky Viper V950, and I'm gonna try it out to see if it works too, because this is a tiny bit bigger. It's more comfortable to the hands. Alright, so now I'm gonna get ready to test it. So just before that, let me go over the transmitter real quick. It's fairly straightforward transmitter. It has your right stick here, your pitch and your roll, and it has your left stick here, your throttle and your yaw. So it's a mode 2. It has a stunt button up on the top, a left shoulder button. It does not have shoulder buttons on the right side or any buttons on the back. It does have this annoying screw in the back. All these Sky Vipers have a screw for the battery door, and that's kind of annoying because when you want to switch the batteries on in and out, you have to unscrew that. A little bit annoying, but a little bit of overkill, I would say. Then you have your trim buttons here. They have they got letters on them: right, left, front, back, and then your 2 more trim buttons here on the other side, and these are for your for this stick here. Alright, your power button is right here, and the power button also controls the sensitivity levels. There's two sensitivity levels, 1 and 2. So we'll test those out. The stunt button does flips, and it also does barrel rolls, and I'll explain the difference in just a little bit. And that's it. So let's I already charged the quad, so it should have plenty of juice. I'm gonna switch it on right here, and the battery and the not the batteries, the LEDs are blinking. And now I'm gonna bind it. To bind it, just make sure that your left stick is all the way down, and then just turn it on, and it binds by itself. So it's ready to go there. See, the propeller's going. As long as your stick is down and you just turn it on and give it a couple of seconds, and it binds by itself. You don't have to do anything else. Alright, so I'm going to take it up. I'm in sensitivity level 1. I'm just going to fly it around a little bit, try a couple of flips, and see how it does. So that's hover right there. It tends to want to go to the left, and I could trim it a little bit. Let me see, just to give it some right trim. And see, so now it's a pretty good hover. Let me see. Very good. So far, very stable, very good. You know, your yaw here with this one is not very fast. So this is the yaw on sensitivity level 1. Let me bring it closer. Let me bring it a little bit closer. That's so that's the yaw right there. So it's a very slow yaw, but it's very easy to control indoors. So that's good. It gives you enough that you can just fly it around indoors, no problem. Alright, so let me do a flip while we're doing this. Alright, so nice little flip. It does good flips. All the Sky Vipers do good flips and barrel rolls. So those are all flips. There's flip. Alright, so now let's go to sensitivity level 2. So that's going to be a lot more responsive, and we're going to see what the yaw has to do there, and also the pitch and the roll, see how they are. Alright, so right here our yaw is not that much better. It's a little bit faster, but the yaw is not super fast. Oh, let me recover there. Okay, so it kind of hit the wall there, and didn't really do anything to it, so that's good. So, but a lot more maneuverable. On you definitely have higher pitch and roll on sensitivity level 2, so that's good. You can get a little bit acrobatic in the house, so that's kind of cool. So it definitely serves the purpose of flying it indoors. So that's cool. Alright, do a flip over here. Nice. Good flips. Alright, I noticed that the first sensitivity level is a little bit easier to fly indoors. It is not, with the second sensitivity level, it gives you a good bit of pitch, and a good bit of roll. So you can get pretty quick, but your yaw is just very slow. It's not very fast. So that's one thing about this one. You don't expect a fast yaw. Alright, so let's go over the flipping. For flipping, what you do is you press the button, you hold the button down, and then you give it forward, or sideways, or the other side, or back, and it's going to flip in whatever direction you move the stick, but you have to hold the button. When you want to do a barrel roll, the difference is as you're going forward, you press the stunt button, and the quadcopter is going to do a barrel roll. So that's the difference between a flip and a barrel roll with these quads. So let's do some barrel rolls here. So I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to press the stunt button, and it does a barrel roll. So did another one there. Alright, let's do another barrel roll. See, so it does little barrel rolls. Pretty good with the barrel rolls. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to fly it around a little bit, And that's kind of what the quad is about. Is, you know, it does the barrels, does the flips, and it's a good flyer. It's a good little flyer for indoors. And I'll have to test it outside, but right now it's just too cold and too windy to do anything outside. So this one we'll have to do to practice indoors, guys. Now I'm gonna test the little quad here with the bigger remote. So this is the remote that's for the V950, the Skyviper V950, and I'm gonna so turn on the quad. Same thing, same binding procedure. Let's see if it works. I haven't tried this yet, and it does work. So if you have the bigger S670 or V950, that your remote should work. So that's kind of a plus. So let's see. Stick it up in the air. Let's see for this one. Stunts there. Stick it up in the air. Yeah. So it's a lot easier to fly when you have this remote. Yeah, the little remote just doesn't make it easy at all to fly. Now, one thing I want to see is, even though the sensitivity, the bigger remote has 3 different sensitivity levels, it doesn't get any quicker, your sensitivity levels on there. So I'm gonna go to there. Yeah, the same. So on this remote, the second sensitivity level is pretty much what the first one is on the other one. All right, let's see about some flips. Yep, and it still does the flips the same way. Pretty good flips. Cool. This barrel. So you can see you can do your barrels. Very cool. Alright, so bring it back for landing. Okay, so our green light here is blinking, and it means we have ran out of battery. So let's I'm gonna turn it off. Turn off the remote. Alright guys, so a couple of things that I wish they would have done a little bit better with this is a way to take out the battery so you can have different batteries. I don't know if they do that because it may overheat the circuit board or the motors, so I don't know if that's just their way of saying you got to let the motors cool down or the circuit board. And also the size of the remote. It's a very small remote. Of course, we saw that you can fix that by using the remote that goes with the bigger copters, the Skyviper V950 or the S670. And also flying wise, I like the pitch. I like the roll. It's good, and it's got good power and everything for a little thing like this. The only problem is I wish it had a little bit better yaw on sensitivity level 2. I think it'd make it even better, even a better flyer if it had a little bit faster yaw. So that is the Skyviper M200. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you make a good decision on whether you want to buy this or not, or but thank you guys for watching this. Thanks for subscribing, liking, sharing, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.